So, first mention, Dave Meltzer gets debunked. So, remember how John Cena turned heel at the Elimination Chamber? Well, Dave Meltzer, because he always has to know the thing, came out with a story that said the initial plan, when The Rock wasn't going to wrestle, but be a part of WrestleMania 41, was he wanted to be aligned with Cody Rhodes, with Rhodes going heel. Now, I just want you to think about what I'm saying here, because this is what he's reporting. Rhodes turned down the idea, and they went to John Cena as the second choice. There are those in the company who believe the only thing that could have hurt the company would have been Rhodes' heel turn. The feeling at this time, this is Cody's crowd. So that was the initial thing. Now, one would obviously say it sounds like he watched the segment and is reporting that as news. It just sounds like that. Oh, Cody was gonna turn heel, but he didn't want to do it, so they went with John Cena instead.
I saw a version that said Punk was not considered at all, so they had to throw one more dig at him.
Oh, good for him. So that was the initial thing that started this all. And then there was another tweet that went out. This one was like retweeted by the Wrestling Purists, which I don't know if they're a part of Dave Meltzer. Seems like they do a lot of Dave Meltzer retweet things. But according to the Wrestle Observer News, the plan was for John Cena's heel turn alongside The Rock to save the main event at WrestleMania. However, the decision was made on the day of Elimination Chamber. They would do that instead. So that was the follow-up tweet. Or basically, they retweeted what Dave Meltzer said. Enter Brian Gewirtz, which is the head writer for The Rock, as we know.
I think he carries his piss, too.
Okay. Well, for this story...
We can't mention The Rock without specifically mentioning that The Rock pisses in water bottles and has people carry them for him.
So why is he carrying it? Where's this whole situation happening?
What do you mean?
Where's he handing off the pee? Does he like pee at home and then take it? Here you go.
I would imagine throughout the day.
Oh, well, Rock's a busy man. He's got to pee in a bottle.
Well, Rock thinks he's busy.
Oh, he's busy.
Yeah. Sure.
But yeah, Brian Gewirtz, he commented on the tweet and said, 0 for 2. So basically saying Dave Meltzer is wrong.
Well, yeah. That's why we don't talk about Dave Meltzer.
That's why we don't talk about Dave Meltzer. But it's always funny when Dave Meltzer gets shut down. Like, I don't know why you got to know about everything. That's the problem.
Because that's your business.
I guess so. All he has to do is say, I don't know. Or let me look into that. You know how, like, when you're in a manager's meeting and there's someone doing, like, a presentation, and then you ask them a real question, and they're like, let me follow up on that for you.
Let's circle back.
Yeah. And then they never do.
Let's table that.
Yeah, let's put a pen in that, and I'll get back to you. And it's like they never do. And it's always those presentation meetings, and then you ask them anything real. I'll get back to you on that. Let me just finish my thing here.
Or the only answers you get is, my understanding is.
Yeah.
Which, that's worthless.
Like, did you not expect any questions? You thought we were just going to take it and just go? But yeah, Meltzer, he could save himself a lot of trouble by just saying, I'll get back to you on that.
Or it sounded like he didn't even have to say anything.
Well, that's the thing. He's always trying to know. Like, he's got to know everything. But like you said, when you're the dirt sheet side, and then these idiot people who are asking him the questions.
Was he asked that, or did he just report it?
I think he was asked about it. Maybe not, but I don't see why else he would be.
Because he has a newsletter that he writes for.
So he's created this business where he's just...
He created a business where he reports quote-unquote news on a sport that is designed to lie to you.
Yeah.
The storyline and reality gets blurred, both intentionally and unintentionally. But the problem with Dave is he reports all his shit as 100% fact.
Yeah, he's got to know, and then he'll never say he's wrong. Even when Gore said 0 for 2, like, they're still going back and forth whenever they have time to retweet each other. So they're still arguing about it. It's like, just say you're wrong and move on.
Let's go ahead and take a field trip.
Yeah, so that was the initial tweet.
Said 0 for 2.
0 for 2. And then, as you see, they're still going back and forth here.
So you didn't read, as I figured. 2023, Gewirtz said that the story about Dwayne being in talks to do the Inglewood Mania was made up. Later, Dwayne did multiple interviews saying that they were very close and it almost happened. And then, Brian said no. I said your reasoning for him not doing Mania, not having enough time to get in ring shape was wrong, and it 100% was.
So yeah, still going back and forth. Why are we going back to
It is like 4
2023
o'clock
too?
and
How long you holding on to that one, Dave? So we'll see where that goes. I'm sure tomorrow there'll be more. That'll be funny. And then 2 other notes. I do want to make mention of it. The Undertaker's wife, Michelle McCool, will be replacing Mickie James on the next season of LFG, which is Legends of Future Great. Have you watched any of that? You don't even know what it is, do you?
yeah, I know what it is. I'm offended you would ask me that question.
So it's tough enough that they're airing on A&E, and apparently Mickie James, because she's the current coach, she's being replaced by Michelle McCool. It's worth noting because people are fake outraging over it. Like what are you even talking about? The hell is that?
WWE needs to stop fucking over Mickie James. I get it. Michelle McCool has a legend. Okay, you lost your credibility.
And
Michelle McCool, if her husband wasn't the Undertaker. See, that's accurate.
so somehow people are getting all outraged over it. It's like, let's stop. You're trying to create outrage. First of all, who's even watching LFG? That's for one. And 2, the rumor is Undertaker didn't want to do the show if she wasn't going to be added to it next season. Or maybe it wasn't next season. Like,
Yeah.
he didn't want to continue the show because I guess they are apart too long. I don't know.
What are you doing here?
Well, a few weeks ago, The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels decided that they wanted to put one over on me. They wanted to make an executive decision, and they wanted to come to one of our in-office events and surprise me and tell me that I was getting inducted into the Hall of Fame, which was
See, in this one, they're actually doing it on the NFL. See, they're stealing the NFL's gimmick on an NFL show.
amazing surprise.
Good for them.
But from the 2 of them, from Shawn and The Undertaker, this seemed like just getting one up on me. And the beautiful part of me right now is being the boss is I get the last laugh. So I wanted to come here today to take a moment to say, Michelle, the WrestleMania season is upon us, which means the Hall of Fame season is upon us. No. And I would like to tell you right now that you will be into the 2025 Hall of Fame.
Fuck that shit.
Look at that emotion.
So fake.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. You're in the Hall of Fame because you fucked me. Look at that. Look at that. He knows my dick's a Hall of Fame penis.
I need a tissue.
Because that's the only reason why this is in the Hall of Fame.
I need a tissue. I'm so moved by that moment right there.
Yeah. You looking forward to Michelle McCool getting inducted?
Yeah, of course. She had so many great moments.
What was your favorite Michelle McCool match?
Oh, I just can't think of one right now. There's so many.
Give me your top 3 then, since there's so many.
We'd be here all night. I'll leave that for another time.
Well, no, it's just 3.
I know, but it's hard to pick 3 out of all of her moments. Top moments. And it's just a Hall of Fame now. Now, I guess one thing I did want to point out there that stuck out in that clip. So did she only get inducted into the Hall of Fame as a retaliation because they got Triple H in the Hall of Fame? Because that's what it kind of sounded like. I'm the boss and I get to have the last laugh. So Michelle, you're in the Hall of Fame.
I think it was more of the surprise because it's embarrassing that you get bestowed an honor publicly or something. I don't know. Because that's what they did to Triple H at some public event. He got, oh, you're in the Hall of Fame.
Okay. Yeah, they got him at some show. But our last thing, just on our way out here, as we are daylight savings timed, I just want to let everybody know that WCW, well, WWE has officially launched a new WCW YouTube channel. It's already amassed over 100,000 subscribers in less than a week. Right now, they're playing like 24-hour, like a mixture of old and newer WCW, what it is, but go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Give them a subscribe. So yeah, old WCW. They're doing the pay-per-views. They're doing the Nitros, Thunders. I watched the first Thunder. Boy, those transitions are like they play like the Thunder every time there's a transition.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So a little bit weird there. And if you do watch any of those moments, specifically a pay-per-view, and you want to go hear a review, we also do WCW reviews. And that's the tie-in right there.
Woo!
Yeah. You can go to, what is it, tweeting out stuff over there?
This is Lex Luger.
Yeah. So you can watch Bash at the Beach, 1996. Hogan turns on WCW in favor of NWO. And we got a review on it. So I did want to point that out. There's a new WCW channel. Go watch it and then come watch us.